Greetings, Golden State Warriors fans. Today I bring you 3 incredible pieces of news about our team. Stay tuned until the end of the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share your opinions in the comments. Let's get started with the first news. Jonathan Kaminga's contract standoff puts Warriors in unfamiliar territory. The Golden State Warriors find themselves in the middle of a tense contract saga with forward Jonathan Kaminga, whose restricted free agency has become one of the most intriguing storylines of the offseason. Multiple reports suggest Kaminga is seeking a deal worth around $30 million annually, aligning himself with the financial tiers of recent All-Stars Cade Cunningham and Scottie Barnes. However, negotiations have stalled. The Warriors' latest offer, a 2-year, $45 million package with a team option in year 2, has been flatly rejected, as the structure favors the franchise's flexibility over the player's long-term security. Kaminga, in contrast, is pushing for either a lucrative multi-year extension or a short-term contract with a player option, giving him control over his free agency timeline. His stance has raised eyebrows across the league. A source told the San Francisco Chronicle that Kaminga apparently thinks he's at the Cade Cunningham or Scottie Barnes level, sparking debate about whether he's earned such a valuation. Cunningham, the number 1 pick in 2021, has already secured All-NBA honors, while Barnes, picked 4th, was Rookie of the Year and an All-Star by his 3rd season. Statistically and in terms of role, Kaminga has yet to solidify himself as a consistent fixture in Steve Kerr's rotation. Analysts argue that offering him a Cunningham or Barnes-level deal could become one of the league's most criticized contracts. Notably, even Barnes' own 5-year, $224 million max extension has drawn skepticism despite his steady averages of nearly 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists over the past 2 seasons. The clock is ticking toward the October 1st qualifying offer deadline, after which Kaminga could elect to play out one more year in the Bay Area before testing unrestricted free agency. Such a move is rare. Recent examples like Nerlens Noel and Rodney Hood serve as cautionary tales, but it would allow him to bet on himself and potentially seek a much larger payday in 2026. For now, both sides remain entrenched. Unless the Warriors sweeten the deal or explore a sign-and-trade yielding significant return, fans might be watching a high-stakes stare-down play out all the way into training camp, a risky gambit for player and franchise alike. Second news. Draymond Green throws shade as Warriors fans revel in Miami Heat's latest trade drama. Golden State Warriors fans have had plenty to cheer about since the franchise pulled off one of the biggest mid-season trades in recent memory, acquiring 6-time All-Star Jimmy Butler from the Miami Heat at the February 2025 deadline. The move sent shockwaves through the league and marked the climax of a turbulent chapter in Miami, where Butler's trade demands and locker room tensions dominated headlines. Butler's arrival in San Francisco was met with jubilation. Warriors veterans Steph Curry and Draymond Green embraced their new teammate, and the team surged into the playoffs with renewed energy and championship aspirations. Though their postseason run was cut short in the second round following a late series injury to Curry, the Butler experiment was widely seen as a success, injecting fresh firepower into the Warriors' lineup. Meanwhile, the Heat's fortunes took a nosedive. Without Butler, Miami was swept in the first round by the Cleveland Cavaliers, ending their season with a humiliating 55-point loss in Game 4. The off-season brought little solace to Heat fans, as the front office remained largely inactive, until Friday when they traded away 28-year-old forward Haywood Highsmith. Highsmith, who had quietly carved out a solid role in Miami, was coming off a career-best season, averaging 6.5 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 1.5 assists per game with efficient shooting splits of 45.8% from the field, 38.2% from 3, and 72.1% from the line. His name had already been entangled in the Butler drama, as reports surfaced that Butler walked out of a team practice after learning Highsmith would be starting over him, an incident that led to Butler's indefinite suspension and ultimately his trade. Enter Draymond Green, never one to shy away from stirring the pot. In classic Draymond fashion, he took a playful jab at the situation, joking that Butler was the reason the Heat decided to part ways with Highsmith. The comment, delivered with a grin, quickly made waves among Warriors fans, who relished the drama and reveled in Green's trademark swagger. For Dub Nation, the Butler saga continues to be a source of intrigue and entertainment. As the Warriors gear up for another title push, the echoes of Miami's missteps and Green's cheeky commentary only add to the anticipation. With Butler now firmly entrenched in the Bay and the Heat scrambling to rebuild, the contrast between the two franchises couldn't be starker. And for Warriors fans, the drama is just another reason to believe that the best is yet to come. Third news: Warriors eye mid-season option. Six-time All-Star DeMar DeRozan on the trade block. The Golden State Warriors may have stalled their off-season plans, but front office executives are already eyeing potential in-season reinforcements. With restricted free agent Jonathan Kaminga's future unresolved, the Warriors could pivot toward a blockbuster trade for DeMar DeRozan if a key rotation player goes down. Off-season stalemate over Jonathan Kaminga. Golden State entered the 2025 offseason locked in limbo with Kaminga. The 22-year-old forward remains unsigned, and both sides seem reluctant to commit. The Warriors hope to extract maximal value, while Kaminga weighs his long-term role. As a result, the organization has yet to make any additions via trade or free agency, a rarity among title contenders this summer. Talks with Sacramento stall. Rumors swirled around a sign-and-trade with the Sacramento Kings, who reportedly offered guard Malik Monk and a protected first-round pick. Golden State swiftly rebuffed the proposal, shutting down negotiations and preserving their leverage. While Sacramento hasn't given up hope, the window for a preseason deal appears closed. DeRozan, a plan B for injuries. During a recent NBA on TNT segment, insider Sam Amick posed a hypothetical. What if Jimmy Butler or another All-Star goes down for months? Could the Warriors target DeRozan? At 36 years old, DeRozan remains a six-time All-Star with a non-guaranteed 2026-27 salary, making him a flexible rental for contenders. Trade value and timing. Amick noted DeRozan's market is unlikely to heat up until mid-season, when injuries force teams to scramble. Unlike younger assets on long-term deals like Monk, DeRozan's contract offers short-term upside without long-term cap implications. Golden State could leverage this for depth, especially if Kaminga departs the Bay Area empty-handed. What's next for the Warriors? While a straight DeRozan for Kaminga swap is off the table this summer, Golden State has signaled its willingness to explore blockbuster options once the regular season begins. If an injury strikes, the Warriors could rekindle talks with Sacramento, positioning DeRozan as a plug-and-play veteran scorer to sustain title ambitions. Golden State fans know that championship windows hinge on depth and flexibility. As the draft clock winds down, all eyes will be on Kaminga's decision, and whether the Warriors pivot mid-season toward DeRozan. Should injuries arise, the franchise's front office may finally break the off-season freeze, adding a proven all-star to fortify their title defense.